Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good. And look how much he's developed.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Platini, good purposeful running this. And it's Neymar. Shapes to shoot! Oh!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Del Piero. And this is from Mario. And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's having a goal! Nicely weighted ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Odegaard. Nice looking ball. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? And he has his goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Eder Militao. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's intervened well there. Tries to pass it through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Busquets. Platini. Look where it came from. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. That'll be a throw. Driven in, and he was alert to it. Del Piero. And it's Neymar. Del Piero. Del Piero running at top gear. Now Platini. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Griezmann will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving on and making good progress. Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! Goal! Brazil! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Knocks it into space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Griezmann. Ronaldinho.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Cafu. It's a searching pass. Busquets makes the interception. Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Beraldo. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's McAllister. Now it's Ødegaard. Oh, well played, well played. And we've reached half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Brazil are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. So off we go again. Now Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely Kaká! Played out wide. And the return pass. João Cancelo. And it's Neymar. Platini conjures time and space where few can. It'll be a throw-in. Serginho. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Spread it left. And he's quick to return it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Platini, given the lift of his goal. Aimed beyond the defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ødegaard gets into a good position. João Cancelo can clear it away.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
Oh, cracking ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And here's from Mario. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's nice. Del Piero. And it's Michel Platini. Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to play it through. He's having a shot! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Brazil now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, can he get onto this? Now, what about a counter-attack? Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make us... It's Neymar! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And that is wildly off target.
Neymar really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Neymar. Cafu. And here's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ambitious ball here. Now, can he find a finish? And a chance! And he's following up! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lewandowski is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Great leap! No, not the best of headers. Serginho. Serginho venturing down the left. And it's Lopez. Out towards the flank. And Kubo.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's destined for the flank. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Oh, delightful ball. João Cancelo. And it's Messi. And that will be the final act. Brazil have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Brazil really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
En el marcador se puede ver un plano de las diferentes zonas del estadio.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all. It's Pato! Oh, nearly. A sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread neatly. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Alonso, can he get it through? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's looking to catch him up. And they are prompt with their pressing. Joelinton receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. And that is expertly dealt with. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Raul, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Beraldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? He's cut it out. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. He's found space here. Vinicius Junior wants to run onto this. Vinicius Junior! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Lewandowski is flagged offside. Now that looks a decent ball. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking to play him in. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Deftly away. Ronaldinho. Alexander-Arnold. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, that's a fine interception. Beraldo. Quality ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's a bet. Takes a shot! Goal! Brazil! It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Aims beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior in acres of space, Albert. Towering header! And he's gone looking for safety. Ball is over the line. He's picked his way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ødegaard. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaká. Great chance! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Madrid really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the...
He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vinicius Junior really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And this is Lewandowski. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. And that should get the job done. That'll be a throw. And he's there to clear it.
2 minutos de
He's out
acréscimo.
once more. And they've got a throw. Xavi Alonso. Raul. The message is clear. None shall pass. Rijkaard. And the whistle goes for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Brazil sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos dar os parabéns ao nosso aniversariante de hoje. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 15. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 17.
And here is the first touch of the second half. No joy this time. That's going up front in a hurry. Kaká. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's Joelinton. Engages and forces him off the ball. Camavinga getting this one clear. And here's Vinicius Junior. That looks a decent ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Baresi. Ronaldinho. And this goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Brazil are 2 up early in the second half. Muscular approach does pay off here. It's a searching pass. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Joelinton, almost an hour gone. Now it's Lewandowski. He has a look up. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He has found the way through. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's a shade optimistic. Beraldo, certainly one of the players of the week. And that's definitely not his best. Nice looking ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lewandowski. And here's Ødegaard. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Deftly away. It's a pretty loose pass. Joelinton. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Joelinton. Can he get on the end of this? Somewhat off target. Right. He's had a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Brasil e Marrocos.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. There is the live figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back, which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got the lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Well done.
He's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Kaká. And this is Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Shot a goal! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Odegaard with the short one. There's a sharp hit of ball here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's looking to catch him up. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Schneider, first quarter of an hour gone. That pass has been well intercepted. The idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he is going into that little black book. So it is still 0-0. Played out wide. And the return pass. And it's Odegaard. Beraldo, very much a player of the moment. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Koeman. Here's the return pass. Ed Nielsen. Howson is always looking to break lines. That's rather hopeful. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 2 then. Harmlessly behind.
Ibrahimovic really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Beraldo. That's Rijkaard. McAllister. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cafu. has not gone well. Rijkaard. Gabriel. Shifted it to the flank. Now Beraldo. Looking for options for movement. He's found space here. Referee's given a throw. Cafu charging forward down that flank. Oh, that's nice. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Morocco are looking to go forward now. No luck with that dink over the top. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's played forward. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's the throw. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Looking for the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper has taken decisive action. Flings it across. Searching pass he's played there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Schneider. Howson. Cafu. Tries one from way. And it's hit the woodwork and out. The specialist in tearing teams apart. McAllister knocks it into space. Kaká finds himself offside. Marquinhos. Albert Ferrer. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ødegaard. McAllister. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Good running, strong and purposeful. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Cafu. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Morocco have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Kaka. Now it's Odegaard. And he's managed to get free. Good play. No margin for error there. De Gea did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Morocco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldo has it out wide and in space. Brazil have their third corner. A sudden chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Aims beyond the defence. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Morocco needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. It's a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 23, camisa 19, camisa 20, camisa 22.
Ventures forward.
Deixando o campo para a entrada
Cafu supplying the width on this right-hand side.
Camisa 2.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Camisa 11.
And this is Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. McAllister. 75 minutes played. Cafu. It's Ronaldinho. McAllister.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Allison deals with that nice and simple. Schneider. McAllister gets a foot in here. Now it's Girassi. There they go, hunting in tacks. Lovely pass, but can't... Chance! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 5.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's definitely onside. An instinctive delivery. Brilliantly cut out. Probing pass. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zanetti.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
This looks promising. It's a good ball out wide. Now here's the delivery.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And here's Ronaldinho. And that's another good win of the ball. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Milan e Brasile.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Ødegaard with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Zanetti. Ronaldinho. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Cafu. And it's Zanetti. First quarter of an hour gone. Can he get on the end of this? That's good play. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. This might... There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Brazil have their third corner. They've played it short. McAllister. Oh, greatly! Oh, off the bar! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Maldini. Threads one in. Great chance! China, who will pass the test of time! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Milan have the lead. Truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
This ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Has a look and plays it forward. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. That's a little off target. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Driven in. That's put paid to the danger. Good read, needed to be. Casemiro. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now, can they get him away? Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's fabulous. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Nice physical challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found the way through.
That's good play from him.
That's going across goal. And it's claimed by the keeper. Cafu. And it's Ødegaard. Girassi. And he's managed to get free. And that's been drilled in. Ødegaard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, shoots it! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's picked out the run.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gets a good foot in there. Looking for options for movement. Pelé. Looking for the far post. Martinez claims it without any fuss. Ronaldinho. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiono gli anni, recandosi al box hanno un simpatico omaggio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18, numero 9, Hazard.
Down to business again.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
Brazil
24.
can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Neymar wants to run onto this, and there's green grass ahead of him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. Well, chasing the game, trailing by 1. Spread it left. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears. Neymar! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Brazil get their 4th corner. Odegaard plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. This is a promising build-up. So we've reached the hour mark. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he get... It's Neymar! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Odegaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Cross needs to be good. Cleared away. And he was alert to it. Gabriel with the clearance. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be 1 down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get it through? Zanetti, he's got away. Ronaldinho! Oh, good take in a good area. Delivered low. Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big...
Getting up there! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Zanetti. Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Looking for the run. And this is Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, really well played.
Knocks it into space. Well read. And the danger is averted. Can he finish?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Played into space. Chips it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. There will be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Viene sostituito con il numero 19. Cambio di giocatori.
Thuram.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Final seconds now. And this is Neymar. Oh, this looks sharp. Distributed tidily. Neymar. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. A draw and...
For either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Matthäus. Stolen. Deep through. He's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's cut it out. Matthäus. It's not an especially good pass, that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Brazil, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. McAllister. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure. Serginho. Schneider getting forward. And it's Serginho. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. And he's there to clear it. Out for a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Get a throw in. That pass just didn't quite work.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And that's Ronaldinho looking for the run. Oh, super! And a chance!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Punched away. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Neymar plays it short. Xavi Alonso. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. Matthäus just eases him off the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a good foot in there. Silvestre has given away a free kick. There's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. Saliba. Serginho. Aimed at the far side. And that's been well dealt with. And he's only too happy to take that back. Parla. Matthäus. Matthäus! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Matthäus with a real chance here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. This is Adriano. He's had a shot! Stolen. That's good vision. And he is deftly away. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
This is a promising build-up. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Yaya Toure. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? That's good play. Ferry defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Driving forward. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Saliba. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, can he get onto this?
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de menino de camiseta amarela. Dirija-se ao centro de informações.
And we get things going again.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nice looking ball, floated through, Ronaldinho, it's Ronaldinho! It's there!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory, he's just managed the apple on top of the tree.
And that is fabulous, a true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Brazil have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And that has put paid to that. Neatly clipped into space. Niggles his way through. Kaká.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thala receives it in a wide position. And it's not Snyder! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Mateus. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Goes for the header! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22. Camisa 80. Ronaldinho. Camisa 10.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Del Piero. Oh, right place, right time. Raul. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Knocks it into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bergkamp. Calafiori gets across to intercept that. He's picked his way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yield a winner.
Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Terrific effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have
Camisa
further activity on the
24.
bench here.
Vai ser
Borussia
substituído
Dortmund
pelo
with the lead.
jogador.
Well,
Camisa
that's really
17.
winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Del Piero. Serginho's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
He's found the way through. Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Girassi. Looking for options. Tries a shot! And again! And that's in! We thought they were done, but never say never! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab it.
Real chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Raul is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Nice physical challenge. This looks promising. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Raul. Cafu, he's picked his way through. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Gabriel Calafiori. Casemiro. Now this could be a chance.
Castolo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's beaten the last man. Cafu. Brazil controlling the possession in this early phase. Calafiori. Neymar is onto it in a flash. And it's Casemiro. Fernandez to Marquinhos. Raul. And it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. That's the throw. Cafu looking for options for movement. Raul picks it up out wide. Cafu.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Fernandez. Rabiot.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Soma. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is masterful defending. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he is going into that little black book. Marquinhos. Cafu carries the ball down the right. Can he get onto this? Soma. And Rodrigo. And he's managed to get free. Tries to cross. Chance! Goal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Gol marcado pelo jogador aos 25 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador Camisa 9.
Santander have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
In with the challenge. Brazil are behind here despite their domination of possession. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's there to clear it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
McTominay. Oh, no joy this time. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a... And the finish! And again! And that's a good finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That has been cut short.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rabiot. And it's McTominay. Soma. Good ball, good take. And that is not getting there. Mbappe looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. This looks promising. Cafu. That's very neat. And this is Raul. And a chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
He is through here.
Foram
Ball comes
indicados
in.
2 minutos de
No messing
acréscimo.
about, just bludgeoned away. Raul. Fernandez. And it's Casemiro. And that was asking for too much. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Senhoras e senhores, não estacionem do lado de fora do estádio. Agradecemos a cooperação. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 18.
Santander get the ball rolling in the second half.
Vai ser substituído pelo
Brazil
jogador.
are probably
Camisa
feeling
24.
relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Distributed tidily. Neymar. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rodrigo, he does have an assist to his name. Rabiot. That's destined for the flank. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Raul looking to add to his goal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's got away. Shot a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Brazil leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Gabriel. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Castolo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Played out to the left flank. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Raul proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. He's through here.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. Pau Kubasi with a fine tackle. Well-timed, excellent interception. Calafiori. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No luck with that dink over the top. Zaire Emery. Spread neatly. Rodrigo. Into the last quarter of an hour. Spread it left. And the shot! Wonderful save by Martinez. It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Rabiot. He's having a hit!
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Ball is bounced loose now.
Camisa 22.
He's quick to return it.
Camisa 20.
McTominay.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Elise. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Cafu. Now Neymar. Cherki running with the ball. Cherki driving forwards.
Santander really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That is lovely. It is a corner. Kubasi gets it away.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And here's Neymar. McAllister. Decent chance! And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que permaneçam sentados durante a partida. Agradecemos.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Adriano! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's put paid to the danger. Cafu. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Olise, can he get onto this? Kaká finding himself in space. Bale. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Looking to play him in. Zola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Olise.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
That's going in strongly.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Probing pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Stood up well to him there. Kaká is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Kaká. Ambitious ball here. Kaká gets flagged offside. He's had it nicked away. Gabriel. Well, there's one of the players of the week. Now Ronaldinho. And here's Rooney. Threads one in. It's Adriano! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Olise, Cafu, and it's Fernandes. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Now Kaká. Cafu. Adriano might just make this. Cafu, great vision. Kaká. And he skips past his man. Oh, good take in a good area. And he shoots! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. It's a pretty loose pass. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And he's managed to gift it back. That's an imaginative pass. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Brazil can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So straight into the second half. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Beraldo. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Tries to play it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bale. Over to the other side. Rijkaard cuts it out. Zola. And the volley. He's done very well to get to that.
Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ronaldinho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And here's Rooney. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Desai gets across to intercept that. And here's Rooney. Spread to the right. And it's Bellingham. And this is Rooney. Cafu can get it clear. Decent chance! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So we have movement on
Rooney.
both benches.
Number 7, Adriano. Number 25, Sola. Number 23, Bellingham. Number 15,
Cafu.
Lau. Coming on the field,
Your impression
number
so far,
5,
Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
Number
I just
13,
think they're sending out the wrong message.
Number
This could
26,
backfire.
Targets. Number 8, Cafu. Substitution in progress.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the pass is intercepted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe! Kaká! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. Very nicely done. Succumbs to the pressure. And now a sudden chance to counter. More and more pressure on the ball here. Brazil leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Hazard going face to chance, surely! And a neat finish! Passing no way back, but they are level!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Substitution.
Brazil are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Birmingham really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Brazil will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That's good play. That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. Oh, nice touch.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cafu could move up a gear here. Played out wide. Looking for options for movement. Just about within shooting range. Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.